Yeah.
Well, I guess give us the feeling right now. You've been working for this goal for a long time. I know it's only part of it, but you're there. What does it feel like?
Feels like it's time to get to work. You know, it's still surreal. You know, I'm a UFC fighter. Yeah.
Pretty cool. I noticed a slight limp as you made your way back there. Give us an idea of how you're feeling right now physically.
Yeah, I caught her with a few head kicks, and she kneed me in the hip flexor a couple of times, so the adrenaline's wearing off, and I'm starting to feel that.
She was tough out there. I mean, obviously.
Absolutely.
What did you think about the performance itself? I mean, the fight itself. Were you concerned at all?
No, I don't go into fights with fear. You know, respect all, fear none. But I mean, she's tough. She was definitely the strongest fighter I've faced so far. You know, I mean, she has the full woman strength. You know, that I'm still trying to gain. But yeah, she's definitely tough.
We've seen a lot of fighters that had quick finishes get contracts this season. So I wondered what your mindset was as the fight's playing out. Do you still think, hey, the contract's possible, the UFC's possible? I mean, does your focus change at all? Give me an idea.
No, the focus never changes. You know, I love to finish. You know, that's always the goal. I've seen a lot of fights that go to decision, and even though I won every round in that fight, and I know I did, because I know I fight to finish. But yeah, we made it to the third round, and I still finished her. So there's always a chance.
And lastly, for me, you've been incredibly open about your goal of being the youngest UFC champion. You're the first step is done, I guess, and now that you're in the UFC, what's the path from here? I mean, how quickly do you have to start making moves to get yourself in a position to do that?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm 20 years old. I'm a baby in this, so I'm gonna listen to my coaches. You know, Coach Pena has coached a world champion, Robbie Lawler, and Ryan Schultz has fought himself. And so, I mean, they have the knowledge in the years that I don't have, and then obviously my dad. So I mean, I'm going to use all three of them. My dad's my manager, so I'm going to talk to all of them, and then talk to the actual UFC and see what they think is the best path, because it's not for me to choose. Honestly, I will probably make irrational decisions.
How soon would you want to fight? I mean, are you physically hurt? You think it's gonna be a quick recovery?
It should be a quick recovery, but I haven't stopped cutting weight and fighting since June of 2017. So, I mean, it's been cut, fight, and if the UFC wants me to fight again, then I'll fight again. But if the UFC wants to give me a full camp, maybe a few extra weeks than that, I'm fine with that too. You know, it's just more time to drill.
Maycee, after the fight, you screamed a few times, and then it looked like you were close to tears during your interview. What was it like coming into the fight? Did it feel big? Were you nervous? What were the nerves like coming in?
To be honest, this is going to sound ridiculous, but I don't have that many nerves going into the fight. I always I'm one to retain everything, so I joke around before I fight. And yeah, I go through a roller coaster of emotions, but I try to contain them all. But that's why I scream. I cannot control when I scream, and I had that much built up inside me that I had to scream 3 times instead of just once. So yeah, that's how I let it out. It doesn't matter if I finish in the first round or if I go to a decision. I always scream, and it's not a decision I make, it just happens.
I think it's great that you're so young and your style can still sort of be forming itself. I think a lot of people always want to make comparisons to someone new coming into people that have already been there. Are there fighters already in the UFC that you kind of pattern yourself after, or would you maybe say that your style kind of is along those lines?
I don't have anyone's style, you know. I mean, there are a lot of fighters that I aspire to be like. Demetrius Johnson, his ability to be well-rounded in every area of the game and be completely flawless almost. Not almost, he's completely flawless. In every aspect of the game, that's the goal to be. Cowboys, I'll fight anyone, anywhere, anytime. That's another goal I'd like to have. And then, I mean, there's a bunch of fighters that I want to be like. Conor McGregor, he talks a lot and he gets paid well, so that's another thing I'd like to do well. But honestly, I don't feel like I look at a fighter and I'm like, oh man, I really want to be like them, because I want to be my own person. And if you're your own athlete and you're your own style, then it's hard for anyone else to be you, you know, and it's good to be unique.
What kind of pressure comes along with being an undefeated fighter? What's your mindset like when you come into a fight like this with so much on the line?
I wouldn't say there's pressure. I mean, it's kind of like not a good thing to say, but at the same time, I mean, everyone's going to be beat, you know, and if you're not beat, it means you haven't faced someone who has challenged you enough, because when you lose, you learn something that you have to work on, and I feel like, you know, I just haven't fought a fight where someone is like that much better than me to make me feel like, oh man, I really gotta work on this area of my game. So I'm not afraid to lose, but at the same time, I'm gonna keep trying to improve my game so much faster that I don't take a loss, because that means that I am improving a ton, and I'm just becoming that much better of an athlete.